Okay, good morning friends. Last time during the vacation that will be here, we teach chapter 12. That is some portion is remaining. So here today we will complete this chapter today. So we start from this heating effect of electric current. So let us consider this circuit here. Here is the battery. Positive terminal, negative terminal. Simple key. Connected with the resistance, connected with the resistance connected with the ammeter, and ammeter connected to the battery. Here voltmeter is connected parallel to the resistance. So current I is through when clock is in, okay, when key is on, the current will flow from positive terminal to negative terminal, and we obtain the potential difference across the resistors R. Here, we take some example related to the electric fan continue to rotate. If we touch it, so fan will be heat. Okay. Another electric oven, electric iron. Okay. Electric heater. Okay. So these are some example related to the heating effect of electric current. So here, let's consider the current I is flowing through the resistors R, and let V is the potential difference across the resistors R. So during the time interval T, the charge Q is flow from the battery. Charge Q is the flow across the resistors R. Okay. So work is done. Moving the charge Q through the potential difference V. So here, let current I is flowing through the resistors R. Let the potential difference across it V. The potential difference across the resistors is V. Let T be the time during which charge Q flows across it. Now T is on. Okay, the charge Q will flow through the circuit. So the potential difference is VQ. So W, that is work done. W is equal to V into Q. W is the work done. V is the potential difference. Q is the electric charge. That is question number 1. But as we know that power P is equal to work done per unit time. Power P is equal to work done per unit time. It means that P is equal to W upon T. W is the work done, T is the time interval. Okay. Power P is equal to work done per unit time. P is equal to W upon T. So P is equal to, but what is W? W is equal to V into Q from equation number 1. So in place of W, we have write VQ. So VQ upon T. But as we know that the current I is charge per unit time. As we know that according to definition of electric current, I is equal to charge per unit time. So that is Q upon T is I. Okay. So P is equal to V into I. So this is equation number 2. Now again, that is power P is equal to W upon T. Power T is equal to work done per unit time. So W is equal to power multiplied by time. P into T. But from equation number 2, what is the power P is equal to V into I. So from the substitution in place of T, we have to write down V into I into T. So W is equal to V I T. Equation number 2. This is question number 3. Okay. Now applying the Ohm's law. What is the Ohm's law? V is equal to IR. V is equal to IR. This is the Ohm's law. So here substitute in place of V, we should write here IR. So W is equal to, in place of V, we will write down IR into IT. So I into I square RT. W is equal to I square RT. But that is work is done, but nothing but it is the heating effect. It is the heating effect. So in place of right, we should write here H. H is the heating effect. This heating effect of electric current. In place of W, we should write here H, heating effect of electric current. That is I square RT. And this equation is known as Joule's law for the heating. H equal to I square RT. It is the Joule's law for heating. Now, from this equation, we conclude that heat is directly proportional to square of electric current. I square is square of electric current. Heat is directly proportional to the resistance. Heat is directly proportional to the time. Okay, so H, heat proportional square of electric current. Heat is directly proportional to the resistance and heat directly proportional to the time. Okay. Okay, now next topic is practical application of heating effect of electric current. Now, as you know that H equal to I square RT. Okay, that is the Joule's law. H equal to I square RT. Heat. So it is the proportional to square of electric current, proportional to resistance, and proportional to the time. So this heating effect we can be observed in electric bulb also. Now in electric bulb you have to observe that this is the electric bulb, okay, and this is the filament. So this filament we can be observed inside the electric bulb. Now when current is passed, okay, electric bulb will be, it emits the light, and this filament it is a very hot. When current will be passed through inside the filament, it's very hot and emits the light. Even at very high temperature, it cannot be melt because its melting point of this filament is very high. Okay, and it is made from the tungsten metal. This filament is made from the tungsten metal. Now the heat is generated inside the bulb. So for that, even though here it cannot be melt because it maintains the temperature, because inside the bulb nitrogen gas as well as argon gas is filled inside the bulb and maintain the temperature inside the bulb. Now another example of electric fuse. In our home, that is also there is a very old system, that is fuse is available. It can be kept inside the series connection, and this fuse wire, it is made from the aluminum metal, copper metal, iron metal, lead metal, etc. Its melting point is very low compared to the filament. The melting point of this metal is very low. So when current is flowing through the circuit, immediately current will be increases suddenly, okay, due to circumstances. At that time, according to the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. The current is suddenly increases due to some reason. At that time, the resistance is suddenly decreases and larger amount of heat will be produced. And at that time, heat is produced, the aluminum, copper, that is iron, lead, such type of the metal will be melt because its melting point is lower and break the circuit. And such type of fuse generally can be used, that is the purpose of rated, that is 1 ampere, 2 ampere, 3 ampere, 5 ampere, 10 ampere rated of the electric fuse for the domestic purposes. So these are the two examples related to the heating effect of electric current. Now next topic is electric power. Now previously we derived the equation, that is H equal to I square RT, Joule's law, H equal to I square RT. Also that is power is equal to V into I. Power P is equal to power P. V is potential difference. I is the electric current. P is equal to V into I. So here SI unit of power is watt. The SI unit of power P is watt. It is smaller unit. Okay. The symbol is capital W and the very small unit. Now power measured in 1 watt. Okay, power is equal to 1 watt. Potential difference volt. Current ampere. Okay, so 1 watt is equal to 1 volt multiplied by 1 ampere. So 1 W, that is 1 watt, is equal to 1 VA, volt ampere. Okay, so the larger unit, practical application, that is can be used, that is kilowatt hour. That is a larger unit of the energy. This is a larger unit of the energy, kilowatt hour. K means kilo, W means watt, H means hour. KWH, kilowatt hour. Now 1 kilowatt, that is 1 kilo. Kilo means 1000. W means watt here. Hour convert into the minute and minute convert into the second. 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. And this 60 minute converted into second. So 3600 second. So 36 1 36 and apply 0. 1 2 3 4 5. Here 1 2 3 4 5. Now from the count, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so that is for our full stop, that is 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 digit. 1 2 3 4 5 6, 10 raised to 6 digit. Okay, so 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 watt into second. So 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 watt into second means joule, energy joule is, that is energy, that is it is joule. Okay, another unit is joule, energy measured in joule, capital J. Okay, now we'll continue with example 12.10. The question like that: an electric iron consumes energy at a rate of 840 watt. That is, power P is equal to given. Power P is equal to 840 watt. When a heating is at the maximum rate, okay, and 360 watts when the heating is at the minimum rate, the voltage V is equal to given 220 watt. What are the current, that is I find out, and what are the resistance in each case. In both the cases we should find out the resistance. So first case, that is when a heating is at the maximum rate. So heating is at the maximum rate. As you know that power P is equal to PI or ID. So I is equal to P upon V. So power P, that is for the maximum rate 840 watt upon voltage 220 watt. 0 0 cancel. 42 to 84. 11 to 22 cut, and 55 we obtain 3.82 ampere. The current is 3.82 ampere. Now according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, because we will find out the resistance in each case. So applying the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So R is equal to V upon I. V is equal to 820 watt and current I is equal to 3.82. Simplify it, we obtain the resistance 52.60. The resistance measured in ohm. Now in the second case, when the heating is at the minimum. So when heating is at the minimum rate, current I is equal to P upon V. So same process, power P is equal to 360 watt for the minimum rate upon V is equal to 220. 0 0 cut. 12 18 to the 36, 11 to 22, 2 to cut, and simplify, divide it, we obtain 1.64 ampere. Current is measured in ampere. And similarly for the applying the Ohm's law, R is equal to IR. So R is equal to V upon I. V is equal to 220 upon the current, that is 1.64, and simplify it, we should obtain 134.50 and resistance measured in ohm. Okay, now next example is 12.11. The question like that, 100 joule of heat is produced each second in a 4 ohm resistance. Find the potential difference V across the resistor. Here 100 joule of heat, that is H equal to 100 joule, produced each second, that is T is equal to 1 second. T is equal to 1 second. In a 4 ohm, that is R is equal to 4 ohm. Find the potential difference, that is we find out potential difference. Now as you know that according to Joule's law, H equal to I square RT. We will find out the current I. Okay, heat is given, resistance will be given, time T is given. So we should find out the I square. So I square is equal to H upon RT. H here right, RT downside. So heat H equal to 100 joule. Resistance R is equal to 4. Time T equal to 1. Simplify it, 25 4 ja 100. 4 1 ja 4. 4 4 cancel. So that is 25. I square equal to 25. Okay. So I square equal to 25 means 5 square. Square square cancel. The current I is equal to 5. Current measured in ampere. I is equal to 5 ampere. Now V is equal to IR. Ohm's law, that is here Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. We have to find out the potential difference. So V is equal to I is 5 current value and resistance value is 4 ohm. So potential difference 5 4 ja 20. Potential difference measured in volt. Okay. Okay, now next example, that is 12.12. The question like that, an electric bulb is connected to our 220 volt. That is potential difference V is given 220 volt. The current is 0.50 ampere. The current value is given. Current value I is equal to 0.50 ampere. What is the power of the bulb? That is P find out. Power of the bulb find out. So as you know that P is equal to VI. So potential difference P is equal to 220. Current value 0.50 ampere. So 220 multiplied by 50 upon 100. 0 cut. This 0 cut. 25. 22 multiplied by 5. 2 are 10. There is 1. 10 plus 1, 11. 110. Power measured in watt. So value of the power is 110 watt. Okay, now last example is like that. An electric refrigerator rated 400 watt operate. The power value is given 400 watt and 8 hours per day. It will be on 8 hours per day. What is the cost of the energy to operate it for the 30 days? That is for the 1 month, and at the rate of 3 rupees per kilowatt hour. We have to find out the cost of the 30 days. Now electric refrigerator rated 400 watt operates for 8 hours per day. So we have to find out the first the solution, electric refrigerator power value. watt operates. Now for one day it takes 8 hours per day. What is the cost of the energy to operate it for the 30 days? So multiply by 30 days. Okay, cancel. So 4 8 ja, okay, 4 3 ja 12. 400 multiply by 30 multiply by 8. Okay, so 4 3 ja 12 multiply by 8. 12 8 ja 96. 1230. Okay, watt hour. Watt hour. Now convert into kilowatt. So divide by 1000. 96,000 divided by 1000 kilowatt hour. 0 cut. So it will be 96 kilowatt hour. Now we have to find out the cost for the one month, that is for the 30 days. Now for the 1 kilowatt hour, the price is 3 rupees. So multiply by cost is equal to 96 kilowatt hour multiply by rupees 3.00. So 96 multiply by 3 rupees. 6 3 ja 18. Carry 1. 3 9 ja 27 plus 1 288 rupees. The cost of electric refrigerator is 288 rupees for the 30